Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, June Archer. You are now inside the winner's circle here with this young lady. I could say so much, but we're going to dive right into it. She plays Diana Tejada in the incredible series Power Book 2 Ghost. My sister LaToya. LaToya, what's going on?
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm super excited to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Um, Congratulations on another season for
I know.
one.
Golly, right?
It seems like we just started, just like yesterday.
I know it really does. The time is like low key flying, but then at the same time, it's not. Like I still have enough time to relish in everything and feel everything. So yeah,
It's a beautiful feeling, right?
100%, 100%.
So I want to dive right in, LaToya. You this season, we have found you in the forefront of controversy, some steamy things going on. Uh, was this something you were looking forward to doing with your character, Diana?
Something that I'm looking forward to
Or are you
still.
looking forward to what we're seeing now, uh, season 3?
Oh, 100%. I'm so grateful that finally Diana is really stepping up. She's finding her voice. She's showing the family that she can do the same thing that they are. And she doesn't necessarily have to be in that life. And she finally got what she's been asking for, which is going to school, even though it's not exactly how she pictured it. Um, but yeah, that I'm thankful that she's finally speaking up, even though it kind of started in episode 8 of season 2, when she finally started using her voice, when she shook that table and did the whole thing with Monet. Like, I feel like it started there, and then ever since then she's been speaking up. She's been, even though, like, for example, with her father, he comes to try to have her sell drugs, she speaks her mind. She still does it, but at least this time she's saying how she feels, and she's not just saying okay and doing what they tell her to do. They're gonna
Yeah,
get back.
she's speaking up and she's speaking out, and I feel like this is a great character to help our young black and brown girls, especially around what it's like to come of age,
Hmm.
right? Where you're making that transition from being seen as a little girl to now transitioning into a
Evolving,
young adult,
growing. Yes, yes.
right? And for you, this struggle between Monet, the mom, and
Hmm.
then there's that thing where you're like, Papa, you gotta let me live my life. Like,
Uh-huh.
how does that feel, especially as a young woman yourself,
Yeah.
and through what you've gone through? How were you able to allow that to transcend on camera?
Ooh. I feel for so as an actor, I try to dive into different things that I've dealt with or dealing with, and I try to parallel or mirror them to the circumstance of Diana and what's happening in the script. Um, but I feel like it's easy to pull from life experiences because whether it's rejection, whether it's love life, whether it's manipulation, whether it's standing up for your family or speaking up for yourself in any capacity, I feel like we've all been through it. So it's easy to pull from that and show that for Diana, especially because now she's evolving and she's growing up and she's stepping into her womanhood. So I think it's definitely a good experience for me because I'm pulling back those layers and having to break down the character and literally watch her evolve right in front of my eyes.
And sometimes art imitates life and vice versa.
Mhm.
What
Always,
are the streets
always.
saying, LaToya? Like, what is Black Twitter saying? Are they like, I can't believe Diana stepped to her moms like that. I can't believe
You
like
know what? Right now, they are feeling me. They're happy that, well, they thought that the whole say less with the punch thing was good. So Diana finally got her lick back. That's what they've been saying. And that is true. Even though Monet was telling me to do it, at least she still got to do it. They're very much thankful that I'm no longer with Salim Poor Salim. I mean, he was just asking all the questions. He brought that on himself. So
He did. He wasn't ready for that smoke.
no, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. Exactly.
Now, for you, caught in between being the youngest sibling
Mm-hmm.
and then daddy's little girl arguing, like, how is Diana able to get that thing, that black girl magic, being the youngest and wanting to be seen and wanting to be heard?
Um, I know it may not always show because Monet very much is hard on Diana, but she gets a lot of that from her mother. Like she sees her mother and she's learning. I feel like Diana is smart enough to learn from other people's mistakes. So she's getting a lot of that black girl magic from, Monet. Monet is this boss woman. She is taking care of her kids by herself somewhat because at the time her husband, Lorenzo, my father, was in jail. So she kind of had to take the reins and like do everything on her own. And I believe that didn't go unnoticed. So Diana's definitely picking up a lot of black girl magic from her mother. And then now that she is in school and trying to find her independence within that whole dynamic, she's learning a lot about herself as well. So she has no choice but to pick that up there.
One of my favorite books, LaToya, is Coldest Winter Ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that book is one that, when read by young girls, and I think that young men should read it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when people look at your character, Diane, right? Diana,
You're saying this, you have no idea, but go ahead.
what do you want little black and brown girls to walk away from learning from Diana?
Mm. Oh my gosh. Um, Step into your power and don't be afraid to be in a world full of men because again she is the youngest sibling. Her siblings are men, and even Zeke was her cousin brother. She is the only girl of that family besides Monet. But even still, she uses her voice and she's not afraid to show that she is the smartest in the room. I feel like sometimes as women we can kind of like step back a little bit because you don't want to seem like this, or we can be a little bit of a people pleaser and stuff like that. You never know. But with Diana, that's not the case. Like she could be a little sensitive, but when it's time, she speaks up and she speaks out and she does not play. And she's very smart and she's not afraid to show that. I hope that people can take that from her and see that she steps through and above every single challenge and obstacle that tries to get in her way.
Now, when I asked you that question, you were smiling. Why were you smiling? Why did that make you smile?
It's so funny that you brought up that book. Um, yeah, I just ordered it again. Like I ordered it to read it, and the fact that you said that's just so crazy to me. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah.
We'll leave that right there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, sis. For you, at what point did you find your voice? When was it a pivotal moment? Was it a certain age? When did you say, LaToya girl, let's walk that walk.
Yeah.
Let's walk unapologetically dope in our black girl magic. What was that moment for you?
You know what? Sometimes I feel like it pops in and I'll have it. And then it can kind of go away. Not the black girl magic and saying that I'm dope, but just like not fully stepping in it. But recently I've been like overcome with this sense of like new confidence. Um, because I'm learning so much about just everything, life. I'm learning a lot about being in this industry, the politics of this industry, so many different things. So it's a different kind of confidence and different kind of space that I find myself in. So it goes in and out, but definitely right now I'm feeling this like, girl, you got this, because I'm learning so much that I have no other choice but to step into it.
Who are some of your sheroes?
Um, well, first my family, my mom and my grandmother. Um, and then sheesh. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave that there because I don't always give my mom and my grandma the accolades that they deserve. Um, they are strong women. My grandmother passed, but I still say she is. Very
Absolutely.
strong women. They stand up for what they believe in. They stand up for themselves. They stand up for their family, and they teach me, or my mom, she teaches me, and my grandmother taught me so much. And I feel like without those two women, I don't know what I wouldn't be as confident as I am. And again, I'm a Taurus. I get doubtful. I overthink. I'm not saying that I'm always confident. That's a lie. But I'm I learned so much from my mom. And every day she calls me and she just hits me with different affirmations, and it's just she's my shiro. My grandmother's my shiro because my grandmother she didn't play either. So
Now, what were well, let me ask you, what was the one thing that either your grandma or your mom has said to you that has been that thing that you lean on that continues to recur in your mind when you are trying to overcome an obstacle or you're met with some type of resilience? What is that one thing that they poured into you that you lean on from time to time?
um to sum that up, I would say, just to give a little quick little phrase without going into the whole thing. They always tell me, oh, you know what I mean, past
Yeah.
tense and current. They would tell me, you got this. Like, trust yourself, trust that you got it. Like, and they would always come back to God and say things like, you wouldn't make it this far if you weren't supposed to be here. God is pushed, like, you are God's child. So there's nobody that can stop anything from there's no one that can stop you from doing whatever it is you want to do. I'm trying not to like get emotional, but yes. They always go back to God and they always tell me that I got this and that God is why I'm here. So there's no reason to fear or have any doubt.
As you are rounding out this season 3
Mhm.
and all the things that you have accomplished up to this point, all the things that you've done on screen up to this point, how is the morale in terms of, man, we made it season 3. People are seeing us, the most watched show on Stars to debut season 3. Like, how does it feel on set? What is the energy like? Michael Rainey, what is his energy like? We know that kid. He's crazy. I love him. Shout out to Michael Rainey Jr. I love
Me
you, bro. Go
too.
ahead.
I feel like the energy, we're such a big family. Um, Literally, we're family. So that energy is exactly what family is. We have a lot of fun. We hang out. It's always jokes. In between takes is jokes, even if it's something serious. Unless someone like has to have like an emotional scene and they need to like kind of go off and process, it's jokes. It's all fun. It's all love. And yeah, I feel like with that energy, with the 6 million viewers and stuff like that, like even I think it was during the first. I almost said a spoiler. Um, can our part be cut?
Yeah,
I almost said a spoiler.
we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear that.
So yes, the energy is always top tier. We are feeling it for sure.
That's dope. Before I let you go, sis, I just want to say I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. Please continue to walk unapologetically dope in
Amen.
your black girl magic.
Period.
Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Sister, I love you.
Thank
I'm
you. Love
proud of
you.
you.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing what you're doing. What would be the one word that sums up your journey up to this point? Or what is a one word that describes LaToya?
Powerful. I really believe, especially where I am today, I'm stepping in it and I'm 10 toes in it, um,
Mm,
into my power. And there's nothing that anyone can say, do, whatever. Like, I'm here to stay and evolve. So powerful. I feel the most powerful I've ever felt in a long time, I guess you would say. Yeah. I'm stepping in it and I believe it fully.
absolutely. Continue walking in your purpose and on
Thank
your
you.
path. LaToya, we see you
Thank
and we
you.
love you.
I,
Ladies and gentlemen, that is LaToya. She plays Diana Tejada.
yes.
Power Book 2 Ghost. Friday nights on Stars. The most watched. Don't get it twisted. If
Period.
you haven't seen it, you might want to catch up. It's turning the corner. Some great things have happened. One of the best seasons ever. Make sure you check it out. I'm your host, June Archer. That's LaToya. This is the Winner Circle. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. God bless you. And listen, make sure you take the opportunity to tell somebody that you love them because it might be the last opportunity that you have to do so. Peace.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I love you, sis.
Oh, love you. Thank you so, so much.